How do I use tire levers for a BMX tire? If you are a BMX rider, knowing how to change your tire is essential for keeping your bike in top shape. Tire levers can make this task much easier. Let's break down how to use them effectively. First, you need to prepare the wheel. Start by removing the wheel from your BMX bike. Make sure to deflate the tire completely. Press down on the valve to release all the air. This makes it easier to work with the tire bead, which is the edge of the tire that sits inside the rim. Next, take your first tire lever. Insert its thin, hooked tip under the tire bead at a point opposite the valve stem. The hook is designed to catch the bead and pry it away from the rim without causing damage. Now, gently lever the tire bead up and over the rim's edge. Be careful not to pinch the inner tube if you have one inside the tire. If the tube is slightly inflated, it will hold its shape and reduce the chance of pinching. Once you have pried a section of the bead over the rim, hook the other end of the tire lever onto a spoke. This will hold it in place and free your hands for the next step. Take your second tire lever and insert it a few inches away from the first. Pry more of the bead over the rim. Continue this process, moving the second lever around the rim, gradually freeing the tire bead from the rim edge. When a significant portion of the bead is off the rim, you can usually pull the rest of the tire off by hand. If you plan to replace or repair the inner tube, remove it at this point. To install the tire, start by placing one side of the tire bead into the rim. Insert the inner tube inside the tire, keeping it slightly inflated to hold its shape. Then, use your hands to push the second bead onto the rim. If the bead is tight, use your tire levers carefully to lift the last section over the rim edge. Again, avoid pinching the tube during this step. After the tire is fully seated, inflate the tube gradually. Check that the bead sits evenly around the rim. Spin the wheel to ensure the tire is properly aligned and that there are no bulges or gaps. For BMX and action sports riders, it is best to use heavy-duty tire levers designed for BMX tires. These tires often have stiff beads due to their durability. Work slowly and methodically around the rim to avoid damaging the tire or tube. Regularly inspect your tire and tube for wear or damage, especially after riding in rough terrain or performing tricks. Mastering the use of tire levers will help you quickly fix flats or change tires during practice or events, ensuring you spend more time riding and less time in the repair shop.